Hello, and let's talk about the top 3 facts that you may not know about progesterone. A lot of things go around about progesterone. It's a hormone. Is it a safe hormone? Can anyone take progesterone? What do I do when I take progesterone? What do I expect with progesterone? And what age should I take progesterone? I got you covered. My name is Dr. Carrie Jones. I am a women's health and hormone expert who has been at this a very long time. And I myself am on progesterone in the luteal phase. So I thought we should dive in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I have other videos on top information around estrogen, melatonin, testosterone, hormones in general, and more. So let's dive in. Number 1, progesterone is called our progestation hormone. That's how it got its name because it's so helpful for the lining of the uterus. If you were trying to get pregnant, then progesterone helps make it big and fluffy and receptive to any kind of implantation. But even if you're not trying to get pregnant, that's so not a part of your life right now, you've moved on, maybe you're perimenopausal or even menopausal, it does help with a number of other symptoms because you have progesterone receptors all over your body, all over. So if you are still cycling, it can absolutely help with things like PMS. It can make your periods easier. It can reduce cramps. It can also help you feel calm and improve your sleep. Now, number 2, how do we make progesterone? This is a very confusing one for a lot of people, understandably. We don't actually make progesterone all the time. We only make it after ovulation. Ovulation is when you release the egg. So if you still have ovaries and you're still cycling, once you release the egg, the structure left over is what pumps out progesterone. And ideally, you should make milligrams worth of progesterone, like 20 to 40 milligrams. In comparison to estrogens, you only make micrograms of estradiol. That's E2, the potent one that I've talked about in a different video. So milligrams of progesterone, it should go really high. If you are pregnant, it will stay high. If you're not pregnant, it will start to drop down. And of course, as it declines along with estrogens, then you can start your period. Now, for perimenopausal women, progesterone is the first hormone to go down. Most of the time. Most women start to notice that they feel a difference in their PMS. It gets worse as their periods are changing. They feel a difference in their periods. Maybe they're getting heavier, shorter, or longer. They feel a difference in their sleep and their mood, specifically around anxiety and irritability because of the decline in progesterone. Once you are menopausal, you don't bleed anymore, or you've transitioned fully to be postmenopausal, you go from 20 to 40 milligrams all the way down to less than 1. We make very little progesterone, which is so unfortunate because you still have a lot of progesterone receptors throughout your whole body, including up in your brain. So we start to think of progesterone replacement, especially in perimenopause and definitely in menopause, to help make up for that and improve any of those symptoms. Now, that leads me to number 3, I've mentioned that you have progesterone receptors throughout the whole body, specifically your brain. I've mentioned things like can't sleep, irritation, anxiety. Progesterone. Progesterone is what does it, and that's what I want to talk about for this top tip. So when you make progesterone, it breaks down into the body, into other hormones, other metabolites is what they're called. One of them is called allo, A-L-L-O, not like the plant, not like aloe vera, but a different type of hormone, allo, A-L-L-O. Allo goes up, crosses into your blood-brain barrier, up into your brain, and binds to what are called GABA receptors, G-A-B-A, GABA receptors. GABA is your major inhibitory receptor in your brain. That means it's great for calming. It's great for saying no. It's great for keeping everything nice and easy. So when you have progesterone, allo, binding to that receptor and activating GABA, you can feel calmer. As women transition through perimenopause and into menopause, they notice their patience is less. They're more irritable. Maybe they're more angry or they're more anxious. And all of that combined can often mean they can't sleep. They can't calm down or they can't calm their mind. So they wake up at 1 in the morning, 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning, and they can't go back to bed. So by supporting progesterone, talk with your practitioner to see if it's time for you to go on progesterone, especially the progesterone you swallow, like a progesterone capsule, may be really beneficial not only to your mood, but to your sleep. So I wanted to cover these top 3 things. If you've been questioning progesterone, is progesterone right for you? Is it time for you to ask about going on progesterone replacement? Because progesterone is a big deal in the body. Now, as a quick little bonus tip, if you've had a hysterectomy and you don't have a uterus, I understand some doctors out there say you should not be on progesterone. You don't have a uterus, why do you need it? I'm on the camp that says you do need it because, as I said from the very start, you have progesterone receptors from tip to toe. So why not support all of that? And if you've had your uterus removed and you're struggling with their hormones and you're going through perimenopause, chances are you're struggling with sleep, anxiety, anxiousness, irritability, anger, and progesterone replacement can help with that. So there's no law or there's no rule that says just because you've had your uterus out, you can't have progesterone. You absolutely can have progesterone. And I do want to clarify, I am talking about the body or bioidentical progesterone. I am not talking about the synthetic progestin. So all of these top tips are about the progesterone in your body that your body makes and that we can replace with a bio or body identical replacement progesterone, not a progestin. So again, hit that subscribe button. I'm going to continue educating because understanding hormones can feel like herding cats, and I want you to be educated and empowered and feeling strong as you're going through this hormonal transition so you understand what's going on.